weather today. I was gonna shave, but like now I kind of want to let it go. If we're going into the winter months, dude, I need some insulation. There's the feast. What's up, Stevan? I'm doing great, dude. Counting on some juice for the feast. I mean, Sean, your name is on this list in this break that I'm opening, so I think we 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 made all the check marks in terms of like getting you cards because we know what's gonna happen. Dang, dude, Derek put the Gengar background, and he got dark. That's spooky. We literally blocked Fresh like as a troll, I think. Cheers to every single one of you. Haley got these espresso glasses from London. Because of Pack Fresh. All right. I need an empty case, which I got right here. Yeah, because people were saying Pack Fresh as if it's like a significant statement, and it's not. And then people were trolling, but people were trolling, and I didn't want people to like mislearn because they can't tell if people are trolling or not. Ripe from the vine, dude. No GMOs. All right, so break number 4 is the mini feast, and it's already like half full. Just letting everybody know who is like maybe like I'm gonna grab the spot at the last second. You could just grab it now and just be safe and be happy, you know. Hardly been on Twitch in your time zone because COVID? Yep. I'll be here for the next one, dude. Don't worry. I'm sure we're not too far off of the next one since the first one worked so well. Gotta wear the crown. Good luck to everyone in the feast. We're gonna get some heat today. That's what I'm saying, D-Man. GLHF actually stands for Good Lunch, Have Fries. I learned that in a CSGO match. Bro, Pellegrino in the plastic bottle is $5 off at Costco right now. I think it's like $15 right now for a case. It's not bad. It's the good stuff, dude. I gotta keep my mini fridge stocked. Why was there some interference in my headset? Something about to happen. You're from Scotland, so we're lucky we have the best. Bro, if you're from Scotland, your accent is dope. I love Scottish people accent. I did not know that you were from Scotland. Or maybe I did and I just forgot because it's been a very long time. Just in time, dude. And you have the best tap water in the world. That's pretty dope. I think you said you liked our accent 2 years ago as well. Dude, I meant it. My opinion. Scottish accent is dope. There's a funny video, dude. I forgot what game it was. I'll have to look it up. But there was a guy RPing as like a Scottish guy, and he's like, "Give up stale, lads." I laugh every time I see it. He charges the enemy army. He's like, "Come get it then." I gotta remember what game that was. Probably one of like the funniest troll games. It had to have been like, it was like Warfare, like pre World War One. It was like 1800s. Super soft in the North Scotland. If you have a shower, you can actually feel how soft the water is. Whoa. That's interesting. I'm trying to think of how soft water would feel. And that sounds like a very redundant sentence, but it's not. Kangaskhan? That's Testnet. It's hard to describe. You'll just need to come over and experience it firsthand. Maybe, dude. Maybe. I just got back from Italy like a month or so ago. And that flying experience was probably one of the worst experiences of my life. It'll be a little bit before I get on a plane again. The seats are too small, and to upgrade to first class or even to the next class up, which wasn't that much more legroom, was literally like $8,000, and I was like, nah. Ooh, this song goes hard, dude. That fighting energy with the swirls. length doesn't bother me. It's just like I'm 6 feet tall, and airlines usually make the seats big enough for like people that are 4 feet tall. So that extra 2 feet that I'm missing, it actually destroys my lower back. So like the length wouldn't have bothered me if I wasn't like folded in half the entire time. And the experience back was I had to sprint through the airport to get to the connecting flight. I didn't book the ticket, so it wouldn't have happened if I did. Ooh, Halloween Pokemon already? I see gold. Oh, baby. Who's got Psychic? Fabian. Sean, what you got? You got Fighting? I mean, we already know what's going to happen, Sean. Standing flights, $1 one. Yeah, no thank you. I guess from Scotland though, it's like what, like a 30-minute flight? Maybe an hour? Fabian, congrats on the Psychic Energy. The second feast, which is half the size of this, is almost full already. I will be opening both. Scotland to Italy is maybe 2 hours. Yeah, it's not bad. It was... What was it? It was like 9 hours. And then 4, because we flew into Germany. My brain is kind of blocking it out because I was in such agony, dude. I would like not pay attention to the clock on purpose, play something on my phone. And I was just in such like severe, like agonizing pain. And I would look back up and it's like 7 hours left. And I'm like, nice. This is great. It's a good experience. What's up, Chucky? Well, it was like 9 hours and then another 4. All right, Grass Energies. And by the way, this is just the first half of 151. Second half's at the end. Dude, these swirls. Andrew. Dang, 30 months. Thank you. Appreciate you. You broke the lights now, though. Oh, I forgot these lights. Silly me. I couldn't figure out why it looked different. I was like, well, what's wrong with my background? That's awesome, though, dude. I'm happy you came back. I haven't seen you in a while. My brother from Scotland over there. But yeah, we had. My parents have been in Sicily. They just came back. They've been there for like probably like half the year. Forever room. So we went to go see them while we were down there. And then came back for release and whatnot. Life after COVID went back to normal and your Twitch time wasn't ever. Yeah, and that's perfectly understandable, man. Zard time is always the right time. My life is Zard time, dude. I could have a watch and you look down at it and it just says Zard time. It's always Zard time. Yeah, the COVID life. I feel like my life didn't really change before or after it, if I'm being honest. I was degenerate before and I'm degenerate after. It really is an unfortunate acronym. If that's the acronym they're going with for this set, for Obsidian. Now he's opening. Yeah, that's the way to do it, dude. That's awesome. Steel. That's a sick alt. Andrew coming in. The half feast is filling. I'm not in probably last time you saw me, I was at the townhouse. I bought a house right before it was like the worst time to buy, so I dodged everything. What made you choose Italy as opposed? Well, my entire both sides of my family are from Sicily, and my parents were down there. So I hadn't been there probably since I was like 12. Just to see everybody and whatnot. It's nice out there, but bro, that flight is. I wish there was an option to like. Whenever you see like those space movies where they cryo freeze you or whatever, you go into like that deep sleep. Just do that to me and wake me up when we get there. Just load me up like some luggage. America's big Italian community. Yep. It's hilarious because this one, like, there's just like concentrations from our hometown and like select places in the U.S. Like Chicago suburbs, there's a lot of our hometown in Sicily, from Sicily here. Georgia, randomly, and then like New York. But we got people in Canada too. Like, we're all over the place, dude. You can't get rid of us. All right, that was only. So I would call myself Scottish British. You'd call myself Italian, probably. I'd say that's pretty accurate. Or Italian or American Sicilian. There's a difference, dude. They look down on us, the rest of the country. The Italians start to get a little snobby the more north you get. We're as south as it goes. No, I'm not like I'm not one of those people, dude. I'm not offended by words. It's okay. It it's an accurate way to describe me. I'm not como se dice soft, so we're okay. Don't worry. No lie, dude. I don't know if I'm going to come out on top this week for fantasy. I think Bowling Kid is finally going to get a win under his belt. I have too many injuries on my roster. I got a prima donna running back who's taking like a 4-week vacation. Lance. That's a very, very sharp trainer. And for each set, you're only seeing the first half of each set. You'll see the second half as we get through this. Schmurgle. You guys sleeping time? What's going on, dude? I know it's like sub 50 degrees by me today, but you guys got a wakey. Well, if I ever decide to visit Scotland on your next vacation, I'm going to give you a guided tour. Yeah. Hey, man, I'll let you know. I'll post whenever I do. Scotland. Bowling Kid. Speaking of which, thank you for gifting that sub. I appreciate you. See, I got to restart the lights. I knew I had to do something. For sure, dude. I'll definitely hit you up for a guided tour. You guys got some like crazy distilleries out there. I know that. Joey's comments on how friendly Scottish people are. Oh, absolutely. I think everywhere there's definitely going to be a nice group of kind people. It's just the bad ones that got to ruin it for everybody. And you know the ones, dude. The ones that do cutsies in line. Just menaces to society. People that drive like 45 in the fast lane just block up the entire highway. Those are the people that we could do without. The kind people are people like you and me. can't queue properly. Dude, honestly, if you've ever been to an airport in the U.S., maybe like Miami's, gonna have to agree with you on that. People do not know how to stand in line properly, which is a very simple thing. They even like they put like those ropes to like show you where to stand. People can't figure it out. It's too hard. Chandelure. That's not a hyper that you see a lot of. Fire, Fabian. Honestly, dude, you should be. It's not strange. I think it's a beautiful thing. I'm a big fan of order. When it turns into like just everyone trying to get in front, no order, it turns into chaos. I'm not a fan of it. It's stressful. It makes everything longer. Grapplocks. Also, bowling kit. I tried making a discard deck for that one mode where you build the deck as you get wins and losses, and did not go well. I won the first one, felt really good, then like lost 2, won 1, and then it went like 3-3. Whenever I think I made a sick deck, like after the first one, I was like, oh man, this is a 12-win deck. Then I play the next dude, and I'm like, all right, this deck sucks. It's a tough mode. I think that mode is better than Arena. Phoenix, thank you for the sub. 35 months. That's a long time. That's 3 years. Almost. Absolutely. How's your Friday going? Going good? But on watch. Yeah, it's okay to ask. I originally lived like in the Chicago suburbs, and then I recently moved to got a house in Wisconsin. Yo, this trainer is so miscut. Look at the top left compared to the bottom right. It's honestly kind of beautiful. Hanging out here and relaxing, beautiful. All right, we'll see if the first half doesn't have it, we still have a second half of Fusion. Oh, I see something right there, dude. That looks... fast. Oh. Dude, the edge looked like an alt. Yeah, I moved to another state. It's a neighboring one, though, so it wasn't like too far of a move. Like recently. It was probably like, I think this is the 3rd year now. And Bowling Kid, I don't know where you went last night, but my Battlegrounds runs were not the greatest. I need you back in my lobby. What made you want to move state? For one, lower taxes, and two, a lot more. Your dollar goes a lot further in terms of like how big of a house you get. I needed you to bring the lobby. I don't know. I think your MMR is so much higher. I'm used to people like playing aggro, and I do well in your lobbies. Of course you weren't paying attention. I needed you. Steel. Dude, Andrew kind of popping off with that steel spot, though. Lots of people are moving to Scotland and Lucas. From Scotland to it, I would have thought the opposite. But what's hilarious is then in like 5 to 10 years you're gonna see an inverse because it'll reverse because there's less people and then more people, and it's a never-ending cycle. Because a lot of people have migrated states in the past, like 5 to 10 years, and all the states that were good to go to are like now their taxes are going to be higher and whatnot. You're huge. Exactly. Yes. By the way, you're a huge money league for fantasy. Played against the highest scoring receiver ever. Oh. I don't know. It's looking pretty good for you this week, dude. My squad is trying to figure it out. I did beat Nick though, and he was the number 1 in the league. Yeah, that's what I said. I said it's looking pretty good for you. 3 of us in this break were at that game last night, and we did not want the Bears to win. Yeah, I never want the Bears to win, dude. One and 4 after this week. I honestly, I hope that you beat me. Because just beating Nick once was good. Like, I feel like I've served my purpose now. Nah, that's nonsense. I want to win every time, but yeah, I don't know if it's going to happen this week. But with your cockiness, I'm sure that like, despite my lack of just paying attention to the roster and not doing any homework whatsoever, will bring me to the victory, because that's what you need. You need to not try. Yeah, my sentiment towards giving money to another entity and I have no say in how it gets used, I'm not really like hyped about that. So whenever I can give less, I will. But that turns into a political discussion. I'm not trying to do that here. I'm trying to have a good time, open some packs. But yeah, in order to win Bowling Kid, you have to be just not that knowledgeable about the league or the players, and not if you have to really like be inexperienced to win fantasy. Because when you're very experienced, you make the good decisions that end up always being the bad decisions. This is what I've learned from fantasy football. This is true. It definitely is. Nick left on the bench. What'd you leave? You have a trophy and a belt. That's awesome. Now, like this belt, is this like the real deal, dude? Like when you hold it up, you feel like a champion, or is this like a bedazzled like belt that someone made? There's 2 codes in this, and they're both facing the opposite direction. One's a what, and they're different codes, so I don't know if there's a hidden here. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, if you're gonna have a belt for a like, you gotta feel like a champion. You gotta have a real belt. The winner should get my crown? Absolutely not. I did not put this on the... Dude, I spent $30 at a Spirit Halloween like 5 or 6 years ago for this crown. I'm getting my money's worth. Which is really interesting. I have not seen a Spirit Halloween pop up yet this year. And I feel like they should definitely have been up like a couple weeks ago. I don't know what's going on with them. Are they done for good? They finally rented too many places. Didn't sell enough masks with 0 refund. I mean, honestly, they could probably just do just as well just selling all their stuff on Amazon. Colress's experiment. I saw a Spirit Halloween inside of what used to be Toys R Us, and I felt like attacked. I felt like a great injustice was done to us. Out of principle, no one should have shopped at that one. You could see the Toys R Us sign underneath like the banner that they put up. The ground hasn't even settled yet, and they replace it. I don't know what I'm going to be for Halloween this year. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Toys R Us in the UK went... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It probably went bust the same time that it did for us. Then they said they were making a comeback, and they're like inside of a department store that's also probably not even going to be around anymore. Department stores, dude, are an interesting thing to see these days. There's like not a lot left. Like a Saks. There's one by my parents in Illinois. It's really weird. And they're all just like slowly fading away. They're making a resurgence? Really? I've literally only seen the opposite near me, so hopefully it's surviving somewhere else. Like, I feel like every year there's another mall that just disappears. 24? That's bold. That's very bold. One dude sees all the data, and he's like, nah, I'm betting against it. We're going to go the opposite direction.
Dad's on his way home.
What?
Because he got home and my mom was asleep and he's like, I'm not tired. So he's coming down and he's going to grab the kids right away. What?
He's taking them away from us.
Yes.
Alright. I'm not talking anymore for tonight. I'm mad at you now. I'm upset at you. You're
You can
gonna.
retrieve them tomorrow.
The dogs are leaving now. It's sad.
You can retrieve them tomorrow.
Nope.
Nope.
Too late.
Come on, Lenny. Come on. You're like, why when I could bite my brother?
Well, yeah, because I moved houses. I work out of my house, dude. I did the office job for like the first like 3 years out of college. It wasn't for me. I hated it. But yeah, it's different. The last setup, dude, it was a townhouse, and like where the dining room, quote unquote, should have been was the streaming room. Because it was only me. No, you're good. You thought maybe you rented space? Nah, I love to work from home. But I feel that. I mean, technically, the last house was a rental. It was like right. I moved into it like right when COVID hit, and it was just me and that was it. So I kind of just like did whatever I wanted there. Honestly, for like one person, it was like the perfect amount of space. It was like the perfect setup. And for COVID, like it was just like it was the command center straight up. The initial setup though had like 2 computers and 2 setups side by side, one for gaming, one for this, and that was not the play. It was 4 tiny screens and it was just too much. So then I split those 2 streams up and did one in the basement and then one in that room. Switched to one big TV. That's pretty gradable too. I'd say between a 9 and a 10. Came back as a 10? Let's go, dude. You were the one that messaged me about it before, right? And I told you to send us an email? I think that was you. You work from home sometimes too, but I have a traditional office job, so I need to go to the office sometimes. I mean, that's what I did for like the first 3 years out of college. And thank God that I just quit all that and just focused on this after doing this in my part-time. That Pidge. He messaged me on Twitch about the graded card that came back because like he saw it like a week later and then he got it. and we're good. And also, I told him to, if he didn't already respond, I'll remind him again today. But I told him yesterday or the day before for you, bowling kit. But he got an alt Gengar Gem Mint 10 from me. Might have been the last one we pulled. I don't even know. Absol. For Sean, I think we're gonna pull him the alt Zapdos from Chilling. Even though Sean, you've gotten some good stuff already, or maybe alt Aerodactyl. I think that might be what it is. I feel something. There's always something for Sean. Yeah, you're probably the oddball because I actually like your job, but you're not the oddball at all, dude. I mean, everyone comes from different walks of life. I don't think that anybody should look down on anybody else. There's just certain things. There's certain jobs for certain people. That's just what it is. And it was like, straight out of college, it was very disheartening coming to the reality of like what my opportunities were, because they weren't great. Like every job I worked, I was like, I felt like I was doing so much work and just not getting paid for it. But they were horrible jobs, so motivated me more to do this. What did you think you'd do? I mean, honestly, I feel like everyone has like a vision of what they're going to be or what they're going to do. I got a business degree in marketing. And then I was working as an intern for like a biotech company that sold a lot of like drug testing products and like pregnancy tests and stuff. Like they manufactured it. So I did a lot of like e-commerce work for them. Then I worked for Allstate, overseeing 4 agencies as a marketing manager. And then after that, I was just like, nah, I'm good. I'm done. I've told the story like 1,000 times on here. I went for a corporate job, which honestly it is an even better ending now. But I applied for a corporate job, had 8 separate interviews in person and on the phone. And they didn't call me to even tell me that I didn't get the job. I had to figure that out months later on my own. That building that I applied to work at is no longer there anymore. It's demolished. Doesn't exist anymore. It's literally like, it's got like the signs up for like corporate development because it's just there's nothing there anymore. So if I did get that job, I wouldn't have a job right now. Gold trainer. But yeah, that was not the greatest experience for me, like initial 3 years out of college. I guess the experiences were valuable in teaching me that like I didn't want to work for anybody. I hated that. You just see incompetence and it's just like, okay, like my confidence in this person is just 0 right now. So very thankful to be here doing this for all you beautiful people. I mean, it's not for everybody, dude. Like, with different perks also comes different headaches. Because at the end of the day, if something goes wrong and you're an employee, whatever, right? If something goes wrong and you're the boss, it doesn't get fixed until you fix it. But I would still not have it any other way. Can't tell if that's lightning or a train. I think it's too cold for lightning. 45. 16 years is awesome though, dude. For someone to stay employed somewhere for 16 years, the place has got to be treating their employees right, and that's awesome. But I grew up in my dad's restaurant pretty much. So like I was always around my dad like owning the business. So like it kind of rubbed off. Definitely rubbed off. Is my call out coming true? Did we fill up the second feast? Also. Blissy, Carlos. Straight out of high school and been there ever since. I mean, that's the dream right there, dude. I'm definitely, God willing, if and when I have kids, see, it was always drilled into my head, you need to go to college. You need to get an education. But I think it's disingenuous to say that that is the only option. Because a lot of times, like, people get put in a lot of debt, and the opportunities that they get from being put in debt do not match up as being worth it. Like, trade school being an option is probably like the smartest thing that you could do. And, you know, if it shouldn't be about the money, but you got to live in reality sometimes. Look at this guy, open pack, like grew up tree. Him will pack scavenger man. Him spare us from good. Give. Oh yeah. At the end, that's when you bring it all together. When you say the Spiritus Sanctus, you kind of like you wrap it up like a present. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you. Maractus. Yeah, and I'm gonna agree with you on that too. You just do something you're passionate about, and if it doesn't work out, like it's okay. I think people need to be okay with screwing up. Just make your screw ups like manageable. How goes it? It goes pretty well, dude. I woke up today and it's like really cold out. Not really cold, but it definitely like I went outside to take the dogs out and it was like it felt like 40. I was like, damn, okay. It was like 70 yesterday. Oh yeah, it's not hot here. You could feel it. Winter is coming. I got to prepare myself for the White Walkers. Magenta, you say that until you're here, until like you're in the thick of it, and you got a snow blow, and it's like you've been moving snow for like 3 days straight. You don't know if it's ever gonna end. You're questioning your choices. You used to live in New York. I think New York is still easier than Wisconsin, probably, or anywhere in the Midwest, upper Midwest. I'm waiting for a big blizzard that like my parents said that people got out of their cars and started walking home. We haven't experienced a blizzard like that yet. Like they were in Chicago and they had to walk to the suburbs. I'm like, there's no way he's like, yeah, we got out. Do you get recognized in public? Well, in my hometown, like, a lot of people knew me because of my dad's restaurant. And, like, you'd know a lot of people because of that. But I went to TwitchCon, and I actually got, like, recognized by a couple people there. I was thrilled. A Nepo baby? What is a Nepo baby? No, not FootCon. Which I don't think is a thing. I hope it's not. That'd be weird. I guess like inappropriate like FootCon would be like for podiatrists, like foot doctors. Nepotism? Oh no, I wasn't. I wasn't the kid with the nice like G-Wagon rolling up to school. I got a Durango as my first car, dude. Like an old Durango with that bubble back. Nick is gone. I went to TwitchCon. Pokemon events, I have to start like making an effort to go to those though. But I feel like those are people that play the game more, not really collect. If I'm being honest. But no, I was not a nepotism. I was under a microscope. So I was rebellious. Still am, kind of. Imagine you go to FootCon all excited, and then it's all foot doctors. People are weird, dude. I hope you're not one of those people. Like, obviously you're a little weird, but I don't think you're, like, FootCon weird. I feel like you're above that. You're just memeing. Just making sure you're I don't know if that's better, dude. I think that's just a different kind of bad. Yo, also, I thought I was losing my mind last night after a gaming stream. I was, like, in the basement, just, like, straightening stuff up. And, like, I'm hearing movement every so often. And I'm like, all right, there's either something down here. I'm losing it. But it was, like, I think it was, like, a frog in the egress window. And it was, like, tapping the window. They'll make me balloon animals. I feel like it's been a minute since I've seen a clown, like a proper like circus clown. Been a while since I've been to the circus too, but like honestly, I think my life is just as good not going to the circus. I don't think I'm missing much. American, not all houses have basements, but like I love having a basement. My dad hates the basement because when he used to live with his parents, he would always have to like be in the basement. So like as a person, he's declared himself like he never goes in the basement to hang out, to do anything. Unless he has to. Ding, I would say that it's probably you, more likely than anybody else. Your dad had a paranormal encounter. No, he just hated being in the basement because he always had to be in the basement. No basements in Virginia either, below sea level. I feel like if you don't have a basement though, you gotta have like an extra floor. I feel like a lot of houses in Italy, they utilize like that attic space. They like get it all done up. It's like a half room. I haven't even been in my attic in this house. There could be like a person living up there. I don't even know. Get that frog. Nah, I'm gonna let him die in there. He should not be in there. I killed a wasp yesterday or 2 days ago. I left him on the driveway as an example, dude. You ever watch Walking Dead? Obviously, you know, Little Pig has. But, you know when they leave, like, the heads on the spikes as the border? That's what I did, essentially. I killed the wasp and I left it in my driveway. I asserted my dominance in the area. I had a little toothpick. I don't even... Honestly, probably should. How's the weather in spring? You're going to... Oh, there you go. You got somebody coming up. Full room over the garage. That's if you have, like, the detached garage, right? My garage is attached. I kind of like those, like, big, like, it's almost like another building. I don't like... Nah, dude, this wasp was, like, getting a little too close to my garage, and I was just like, Your one buddy who, like, swooped in on me and was, like, trying to attack me, you ruined it for all of you. Declared war. You wanted to come... Yeah, ain't gonna happen. If I had, like... I wish my property didn't slope in the back of it. It's just a big hill. But, like, it goes all the way back there. If it didn't, I would put up, like, a big building. Like one of those aluminum ones. She's good. I've been having a pretty, like... I got to get it under control. I've been having a lot of other people other than myself making plans for the weekends. And I'm putting the kibosh on that. Next weekend is nothing. And it's not just her, it's my parents, and like everyone's just like everyone's coming together against me, and I'm not about it. Planning stuff where I gotta like drive to places. You're not giving me any time to just chill. That's what I've been dealing with. Not that I don't like hanging out and doing stuff, but like, yo, let me check, let me look these over before we just hit send on this. American houses are like a dream for people in the UK. Neighborhoods in the States are always big detached houses. In the suburbs, yes. In the city, it's quite the opposite. I lived in the city for 4 years when I was in college. Never doing that again. I hate living near the city or in the city. Like the traffic is so bad in the city that it affects the traffic outside of the city. So if you're in the suburbs, it's just as bad. Now I'm like far enough away from that where like I can actually breathe when I drive. It's nice. It really is. There's really no like people are like, I love the city, man. It's like, do you? Because it kind of sucks. It's not fun. It's everything takes extra effort to get done. It's more expensive. There was the NFL draft, dude, in Chicago. Good luck even like walking anywhere when that was happening. You couldn't do anything. If you wanted to go to like the grocery store a block away, good luck. You couldn't do it. The city was on lockdown. There was one time I was on Lakeshore Drive, dude. I turned around and went back to my apartment by the school. I was just like, all right, looks like I'm not driving today. Well, yeah, the option of the train is always there, but after doing it for 4 years, I was kind of over the train. I was like, I did it in high school too. Haley Lake was like, I never been on a train. I want to go. I'm like, you don't. I've experienced it for both of us. It's not fun. It sucks. It wasn't fun the first time. You're just all like packed in like sardines. Colorless Energy. What was that out of? Darkness. It's been a minute since I've seen that. Oh, I guess there wasn't an alt Gengar. Public transportation is never a dull moment. But dude, after 4 years of that, it's just like, I'd like to just, get home without anyone getting, stabbed or anything. Nobody just causing a disturbance. What's the action? Thank you for that sub. Appreciate you. Hyper Metagross? Dude, Andrew, this is... I think you're like the main character in this story today. Steel kind of the hero today. A little bit thin on the left. Maybe a 9. And I promise you, dude, he saw you got Steel and he was getting bummed out. I promise you. Because Steel, for whatever reason, has a negative connotation. Unjustly. Nah, you think that you would want to be there for that, you don't. It's not a great thing to be a part of. Because it gets really loud Then you got to look around and see if other people are going to get riled up and start attacking. It's not fun. It's not great. Especially if they're like a long day of like classes. Great vibes. For 2 a.m. ain't that bad. Thank you for that sub, dude. Appreciate you. You need the... You don't, though. You think that you would, but you don't. It's not fun. It sucks. They did a drive-by literally like a block away from the school. I missed it maybe by 30 minutes. That would not have been fun to be a part of. They shot up a Chipotle. Probably for overcharging on guac or something. I don't even know. Sounds pretty fun. It's not. And you got people with clipboards trying to get you to sign stuff. I make pterodactyl noises at them. It's the only way, because then they rope you into a conversation. I just keep walking, make a pterodactyl sound. Just... Because if you present yourself as mentally unstable, they tend to not want to talk to you. Good goal in Rocket League just now? Dude, let's go. I'm slowly, like, my love that was like a tender flame is starting to flicker a little bit for Rocket League, because I'm just sick of having to always play defense. And that's just what Rocket League is. It's getting the teammates that never rotate. Here's what I'll say, because it turns into a political discussion. Whenever something is shown on TV, on the news, just know that somebody paid for that information to be there so that they can benefit from it. It's not the Wild West out here, dude. And I'll leave it at that. But, I mean, obviously it's always a shame when innocent people get hurt in any situation. But I'll tell you what, like, Chicago ain't I hated living there. It sucked. That Celebi is grass, by the way. No, you didn't make it political. I'm saying I didn't want to continue the point that I was going to make. You're good. Oh, for sure. For sure. You didn't do anything. That was me saying, like, I'm not going to continue with the point I was going to make. Oh, great. Haley's dad just got here, so there's going to be barking for like a couple minutes. The dogs get so excited that they can't contain themselves. They kind of like have Tourette's in that sense. Reggie Drago. That is a clean dragon hit. And we still have the second half of the 151. This is a beefy break. I enjoy these. Everybody gets a lot of good stuff. Gold's hard though. That's very good. I think this last half of Lost Origin is going to give us something good. We got Silver Tempest now, and then Lost Origin. Gotcha. I learned in Sicily, like, they've been having like a wild pig problem, kind of like how we have like in certain states here, but they're not allowed to hunt them. So it's just been like a destructive force that's not being dealt with. They tear up the ground, they eat all the crops. They're like locusts. I think their like gestation period for kids too is like very low. Like they just multiply like nothing. They're not allowed to hunt them because no one really has any guns. And like letting the government deal with it, nothing is getting done. Before they even realize or get to it, it'll probably be too late. It's like, it's a big issue. And I have an uncle out there who has like a lot of land with like crops and stuff. If I was him, if you're not allowed to use guns, like you gotta like resort to like just digging a trench and putting some spikes in it or something. Just straight medieval. Out here, you can pay to like go on a helicopter and just mow some pigs down with like a minigun, and you get to keep all the meat. Kyle wanted me to go with him. He went and did it down in Texas. Or guns or dogs. He's got some cool dogs, dude. I love his dogs. He's got like a big Rottweiler, and then he just got a German Shepherd puppy. What's up, UPS guy? That alt Rayquaza too. Andrew. My gosh. I got popped off. What's up, UPS? It's really common on fans of Jack Russell. I've seen those videos, dude, where they get crazy with them. Who's been pulling it? Honestly, this break has been popping off a little bit for everybody. That is 2 different gold colorless energies, too. You're going to have like a complete set. If I had like farmland like that, I'd get like an old English Mastiff or a Bull Mastiff. Just get something crazy. At night, I got destroyed by mosquitoes out there. They just chewed up my legs. Which, fun fact about mosquitoes, they do prefer certain blood types, and I'm one of them. It sucks. That's why certain people get bit up more than others. Absolutely, dude. That'd be fun. Yeah, I got my Floyd and everything. Magazone. I wanted to go fishing this year, and I just didn't have the time to go. Hopefully next year. There's still time now, but like, I like to go when it's a little bit warmer. Maybe in the spring. Alright, Lost Origin. Show me the alt that I was feeling. Alt Aerodactyl for the highlight reel. Alt Centiskorch getting closer. Keeps asking you to go. Need accepts it. It's a good time, dude. I went up with like Nick's brother who lives way up north, and we did it for like 4 days straight. I want to say maybe 5. All we did was wake up, go fishing the whole day. Bunch of bass. They like to go muskie fishing though, and I hate muskie fishing. It's boring. You never catch anything. When you catch it, it's like you caught like an alligator or like a small, whale or something, but it's not worth the effort. I'd rather just see a fish. And if you catch a muskie on accident, you catch it. I mean, that's part of the deal too. There's nothing wrong with that. You gotta blow off some steam. Alright. I think we're gonna pop off in this stack of 151 here. Even though this break has already been great. Mew. I'll catch a Spearow, why not? I feel like Spearow is one of those Pokemon that I caught as a kid, leveled it up, and I was like, okay, this is not that good. That might have been like maybe the third one I've seen since release. Maybe second. Marvin. What did I say, dude? I said we're popping off. That is beautiful. And yes, it's gradable. Very, very nice. That is not easy to pull. I mean, we got another 27 packs of 151 here. A lot can happen. That Pikachu, too. I'm telling you, dude, this is the stack right now. I'm going to be struggling to pack these hits up. Steel. I think the Blastoise was the last one, but we pulled two of them on Monday. Yo, Zard. And it's countable. Very, very nice. We're almost to single digits for breaking the record. The record is 334. We got really close last year, too. It was like 320 something. Fire energy. I'm surprised we didn't do it. And I really like, I shoved every Zard set I could into breaks. Five swirls are in the garbage. It's hard not to love every single card from the set. That's why I just enjoy all of it. But yeah, for sure. The Blastoise, I feel like, is on a level above the other two alts. Definitely the most rare as well out of the three. Speaking of Blastoise, hello. Victor. That, I have not seen a lot of that at all. Very gradable. Another Steel energy. Steel, hands down, has gotten the most energies this break. There might be 5 swirls on that. One, two, three, four. Just 4? Maybe 5. Kind of 5. There's like one that's like kind of forming. It's the most swirls I've seen in a little bit. Electric. Blastoise is a gorgeous card. Psychic. Yo, and the Squirtle. Just missing the War Turtle now. Is the next feast full? More importantly, hopefully I don't have to skip around, but maybe the breaks in between are full too. Double fire pack. Now it might be full. Break 2 sold out. Is the feast break 4? I think the half feast is a good time. Oh, I did the card trick wrong, and we got a Zard. Let's go. One off of having all the 3 regular full arts. Very, very gradable. So 234 would be 100 off of the record. Have you ever tried to work out? Well, I have to update it, but I have it since 2019. I have the info there from, I have the info for the previous years. I just have to like go through it because it's not organized in a way that's easy to do it. A lot of manual adding. I can't just highlight. Solid break. A little bit of heat for everybody. It's not so much like I'm pretty well versed in the spreadsheets. It's just at the time we weren't organizing the data in terms of like the amount of packs open in a way that was easy to add. So I kind of just have to like retype everything. But I appreciate it. That's a lot of hits. Might have been more than last week. Oh yeah, we're off the camera. Let's go. Oh, I mean, for sure. I remember when there was a shortage and I wasn't affected by it because we bought all the ones we could find. No, I have to have top loaders, otherwise, I can't run my business. It's a standard. There was a lot of different colorless gold energies this break from different sets. A little bit of heat for everybody, dude. I like it. Andrew, I think you're like going off a little bit. I got it just popping off over there. I'm just like out of empty boxes, I guess. I got a couple. Then we did a half feast on Wednesday too, along with all the other breaks. Hey, whenever you want. Well, we don't ship internationally, unless you live in Canada. So you'd have to use like a middleman service. Too much of a headache, and people are very impatient. Donald said this break is mine. Randomize out of respect. Let's get the second feast full so we could open it up. Better yet, break 3 and the second feast. And the second one's a half one, so it won't be as long. I feel like I was opening a little bit casually, but it was enjoyable. Luckily, a friend in Toronto. It's still you still have to pay for the international shipping. If you live in the U.S., it's free, but you just pay for it on checkout, or get a bunch of spots and then pay for it later. Nothing is free. Thank you for... You would... Bro, LimeWire... Well, the LimeWire days were the best. I just need sleeves right here. Well, the prices went up too. Dude, I still remember when that one ship clogged up the Panama Canal during COVID and just caused mass hysteria. Almost crashed the world economy. What was that? The ship, the Evergreen or something? I watched like a mini documentary on that, or like a YouTube video. Dude, it's quite the opposite. Now we keep each other motivated. Wait a minute. You think it's crazy that companies and governments that stood to gain trillions of dollars could maybe plan certain things? That's just crazy talk, dude. Listen, dude, I am a person who isn't plugged into the matrix, so to speak. I live in reality. But yeah, that's just crazy talk, Steven. Come on now. Just companies and governments standing to gain billions of dollars, and you think that they would plan something like that? That's just crazy. It's nonsense. I hope you can hear my sarcasm. Didn't like UPS recently have like a huge strike, and then they just gave all the workers what they wanted? I mean, he does have the name UPS guy. He would know. Just like if you have any questions about bowling, you could probably ask Bowling Kid. Don't ask him about golf or nothing. You just mean when I say it does sound like a conspiracy? Conspiracy is a funny word to discredit people's valid opinions. Think about that. And I'll leave it at that. I mean, like, it's literally like a known thing that I remember if you had an opinion that like it leaked from a lab, you were just like an apostate, dude. Into the hole with you. And then it came out that it was, and it's like, huh. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. Don't trust what they tell you to believe. I'll tell you what, dude, V for Vendetta had a whole new meaning. Watch that movie now after what we had to go through for the past 5 years. That movie should be the most popular movie now. That's why that movie is never free on Prime. They don't want you to watch it. That is a sick golem. Steven, an even worse question to think about that's probably more relevant is what's the next thing that's going to happen now? Because this was a success. There's probably some bad stuff coming. Oh, you should 1000% never just take anything at face value. And you should believe that certain things definitely are very possible to happen. You should treat reality like an insurance company does. They check every single percentage of risk. Oh, dude, you're telling me I still have euros in my wallet. And it might as well just be monopoly money here in the U.S. because I was at Chase doing like stuff for the business, and I was like, "You guys exchange currency here?" And I was like, and they were like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Wait, do you have a personal account here?" I'm like, "I have my business account here." Oh, well, we can't do it unless it's your personal. I'm like, cool. I just walked out. Yeah, but like that my parents like whenever in my family, dude, the older a generation gets, they want to return to the motherland. That's why they've been spending so much time in Italy. It's ingrained in their head. I must return to the motherland, to the mountain. And my dad like always try to like make the argument that like Europe is like better or whatever, or Italy is better. And I'm like, the internet's been out for 3 days. How's that going? And he's like, shut up. It's not weird. It's reality. They also have 6 different trash days for different trash, for like recyclables. And you're telling me that stuff gets done. That is a circus. Four? Bro, we got 1. We got a recycle bin. We got a trash can. That's it. If I had to sort 8 things of trash, I wouldn't do it. No, thank you. Except for the beef that I had with the one recycling dude who went through my garbage to see if there was empty packs in it. Because he said it wasn't recyclable, but they took it every time and it does say recyclable. And I literally had to call and yell at somebody. The dude sped off as soon as he saw me come outside and he didn't take it. Recycling is like every other week for us. So like it lets you like build it up a little bit. You're not just giving. I feel like I don't really generate that many like plastic things. Oh, dude, their thing is like metal, styrofoam, different food waste. So if it's, you know, if it's organic waste, then it has to go in a certain bin. Paper, and it's like, nah. And my dad like knew we had like distant cousins that like one of them works for the garbage company. He's like, dude, it all goes in the same truck. They don't separate it at all. So whatever separation is happening, nothing happens with it. This is a fuego break right now. Donald, that alt Articuno is one of the rarest cards. I'm sure you know that. Nah, dude, we got two. That's it. Ooh, I see gold. I haven't seen this gold trainer in like. We saw it a lot on release, and then I just haven't seen it really since. Elephant. So spots available in 3 and 4. Obviously, if the feast is full and I'm still waiting on 3, I'll open the feast first, but I'd rather just go in order. Also another Zard, because why not? We're adding to that Zard counter tonight. Two more, and we're in single or in double digits. Well, I guess 3 more for beating the record. You don't, dude. You used to own a bowling alley. I remember you telling me that, and I was like, "Damn, that's actually sick." If you still had a bowling alley, I'd 100% abuse that in my friendship. We would be trading packs for bowling. Golfing kid was taken. I got a bowling ball and bowling shoes. The shoes pay for themselves, like, after you go bowling twice. A feast is a really large break of a lot of different sets. Usually like a box of each set. And normally it's done only on Fridays. Duraludon. Doesn't stop. The feast spots go pretty quick. This is the first Friday I've done a couple feasts in a while. People are starting to wake up again. Well, I mean, we got it in Obsidian. It's the closest that we can get, and honestly, I'll take it. And there was never a black and gold Zard on its own. It was Zard Braixen, wasn't it? And the alt Gengar, next person who gets it gets a case. And I think we're going to be going on week 6 if we don't see it tonight. Right as I say it, I pull it. Maybe. What would be funny is he just got a Gem Mint 10 from me back from grading. That would have been crazy. Of the exact card that we're hunting. Probably Black Triangle packs. Exclamation point Black Triangle. A $3,000 box turned into like a $30,000 box. Oh, you need one now? Okay. Respect. Well, there is a YouTube video commemorating it.
If you hear a little bit of noise, we're just gonna give Stinky a bath real quick before he takes her.
Oh yeah. And everyone who bought in, like, got a pack. They got their pack sealed. They didn't refund or nothing. Well, I got a command for that too. Exclamation point double gold. All right, we got 4 left in the mini feast. I'll do that before break 3. We can't get this close and not fill it. I'm going to wait before I lay it out, though, because if break 3 fills and I laid everything out, I'm going to be upset. Any alts from Fusion? Maybe the Fighting Snake. I'm blanking on its name. All right, I'm going to use the restroom really quick. Hold on. Grab those spots while I'm using the restroom. All right, I'm back. I know, yeah, dude. You're not pestering at all. It's good to ask me before you spend money because it avoids a really like long email just telling me I'm the worst person in the world. Oh, big break is full. Good job filling, I guess. All right, let me randomize it. Sean getting that fire spot. He's coming back with a vengeance. All right, so we're skipping to break 4. When break 3 and 5 fill, I will open those as well. Colorless. Yeah. Colorless got a gold Snorlax last week. And today in the big break, Colorless also got a lot of different gold energies. Along with Kangaskhan. True. True. Can't get a Gengar in colorless. It's true. You can't because it's not. Its type is dark, not colorless. May have been a little bit bold, but I like it. Hey, no pressure at all, Steven. You're more than welcome to just hang out. All right, how many are in this break? 27? Yes. What's up, Bones Holmes? How you doing, my guy? Is that Stefan? Three, 6, 9, 12, 14. No, you don't. It's no pressure. 6, 9, 10. Because you guys filled up a second feast for today, we're doing 28 packs. Don't tell my boss, oh wait, that's me. Yeah, I was asking how many packs of 151. Yeah, there's not 27 people. That'd be way too many. The spot price would be very cheap, though. Be like a $3 buy-in or something. I don't know. Everyone gets one card. Because this is half the size of the first one we did. I was like thinking out loud to myself because I didn't remember the exact number. All right, we ready. There's still 2 breaks with spots available on the website. All right, good luck, everybody. So you guys got one bonus pack of 151. Shh, don't tell anybody. No, don't. She's way too crazy right now.
She's had a bath.
What are you doing?
I should say it was a
What
two for one.
are you doing?
Grab my dad a soda.
Oh, okay. I'm in the zone right now.
Well, Luna just gave me a bath.
I know. Her coming in here, she's gonna be a tornado. See?
Oh, just in my foot. It's actually just you. He just came down. I'm a good boy.
Good boy.
Your nose is bleeding.
I know. Oh, a little bit of everything. Lately it's been Rocket League, Hearthstone. I grinded Sea of Thieves for like a solid like couple months to get the Ghost Curse, and I got it. Now the game is like dead though. I've done playthroughs though. I recently did a playthrough of BioShock. Dude, I got so sick of PvP. I was so, like, I got so much better just from forcing myself. And then people, once you get a bunch of wins, you get put in a higher MMR, and then that's where all the cheaters are. I'd play some Chow Garden. Pikachu. I had that one gaming stream, dude, where I think I won like 10 in a row. And then the next gaming stream, it was all just people who had auto steering, aimware, teleport onto your boat. Those wins are so stressful too, though, dude. I had a win. I wasn't streaming, but I respawned. He was camping me on my boat. His boat was also sinking. I respawned at the very last possible second, bucketed, and then killed him and his boat sunk. And it, like, afterwards, like, you just, like, you're obvious. I was obviously hyped. I think I yelled in my basement, and afterwards though, like it was so much stress. Since Half-Life, oh dude, there's a lot of games out now. Between Half-Life and now. Dark Energy. This is the first multi-feast stream that we've had in a little bit. Thank you guys. And I'm sure you guys are not going to regret it either. There's already a good amount of hits. Zard. Sean, we're starting the Zards early. Dead Space. So 2 more Zards and I'll be in double digits for breaking the record. We better not get close and not do it again. It's going to drive me nuts if we do. Yeah, I actually don't know if we've pulled this Erica yet. This might be the first one. We pulled the other one like 2 or 3 times. This is the first one of this one. I think I know it for a fact. We have not pulled this one yet. Derek, there you go. Portal was a interesting, like, puzzle game. It was pretty fun. Dead Space. Trainer back to back. Derek. I've been really thoroughly enjoying Don't Starve. And whenever I stream it, everyone just falls asleep. So I can't stream it, unfortunately. Even though I could just play it and just not care. I tell you what though, winter is a rough season to survive in that game, and summer kind of sucks. Dude, throw it back to Army of Two, the co-op game, which you could play it solo, but like the computer always sucked. I don't think they ever made a sequel. They may have made a sequel to that game, but then it was gone off the face of the earth. I think it was called Army of Two. I'm almost positive. But like the entire game is like intended to be co-op. Like one person was like the shield dude, and the other dude was like the main gun guy, but like you could switch. It was probably high school for me. feel like this week was like another couple cases of Fusion just opened. So, I mean, like, we're getting the reps in. We got to eventually see the alt. For the Chow Garden, Mr. Red, I definitely would. I definitely want to at least try to get one of the Chaos Chows, which I gotta like reread. I already forgot how to do it. I think you have to like prestige your Chow pretty much. Which honestly, I don't think a single kid did that even on accident. There's no way. If you, it's actually like a really specific process to get it. Wallace. Trainer kind of going off for you, Derek. I couldn't stop if I tried. It just keeps on. Look at that, dude. This is the pop-off break for Trainer, apparently. Colorless. Train keeps on going, dude. Ooh, as I say it, this is one for the record books. It's really not missing. Melodic. Some Psychic Heat, more for Sean. Electric. Kenneth. Very nice. Dude, I can't believe Bones Holmes was in here. It was good to see you, dude. If you're still here. If you already left, I'm sorry. I was in the middle of like everything. So we actually did one of these on Wednesday too. So that's 2 of these and one of the big feasts. It's basically 2 big feasts this stuff, along with the other breaks. A lot of heat this week. I see something here with a green code. Vicavolt electric. Connection dropped? I'm sorry to hear that. Hydration is key. What, the Vicavolt? The Vicavolt's clean. Salamence, more colorless. I have very strong opinions about certain companies here, but yeah. The newer one I've got since moving is a lot better. There you go. Forgot about that one. Oh, I got you one so far, but yes. We still got another half of 151 at the end. And we still got Obsidian. But you don't want that one. You're not dark. Fire Zard. But if we pull a Dark Zard with the Fire Zard, everyone's happy. Gotcha. Yeah, it's a... Ooh. It's got steel. Kenneth. It's not easy to pull these days. By us, it's a monopoly. There's like 3 different companies. And that's it. I never had so many outages, like than what I had at my previous house that I was at, for no reason either. Never a valid reason at all. They're just a criminal organization. disguised as a internet service provider. Yeah, I'm not a fan of any internet that isn't hardwired because that means you're going to be affected a lot by weather and other issues. Oh, I did the card trick very incorrectly. Ooh, double pack right there. Trainer and electric. Well, I have to. You can't. The speed that you get with wireless, you can't stream. It's not stable. Cleffa. Houndoom, sorry. Yeah, that's a beautiful Cleffa. Oh, dude. Fiber is just now, like, starting to make its way around. It's been pretty bad. So, yeah, non-fiber is probably the majority right now. It's because these companies don't want to front the bill. I wanted to get fiber at my last house, and they were like, "Oh, well, you can get it for $20,000 to like run the line," and I was like, "Do I own that line then?" Because no. And they offered it with a straight face. I'm like, you guys are actually like scam artists. They're just waiting for someone to bite on that $20,000 bill, so then they can offer fiber for the area. It's like selling pizzas, but you don't have an oven, so you're waiting for a customer to buy the oven for you before you can make the pizza for them. These big monopolies get away with everything, so they probably already have it laid out and they're just trying to charge people more. Dude, they make enough money. They could spare 20. Ooh, my computer is skipping right now. Hold on. Wonder if internet will ever be free? No. We've once they could get away with charging it, we'll never get it for free. If anything, it should be treated like a utility. Like it should be a standard to have a certain speed of internet. But they don't have that. That would be like too not scammy for everybody. belly bolt. But telling me that like, oh well, you can just spend 20,000 to get regular internet, that it's not going to be out every day as a solution. I was like, I'm gonna pretend like you didn't say that. We're just gonna move on with our lives in this conversation. In this day and age, it is. Oh my gosh, that is so rare. Kenneth. Dude, if there's a free option, I promise you it's going to be like the worst garbage of internet that you've ever experienced. And that's a problem. Like, they get away with too much. They just bribe the right people, so then the right laws don't get passed. If you can do that and still function, there's really no complaints. Yeah, you're going to be in six-figure debt, probably soon to be seven-figure for colleges here. That's just a regular thing. And it's a government loan that's mandatory. And that can't be forgiven in any sort of bankruptcy. That debt will stay with you for generations if you can't pay it off. Actually, like a joke. Ooh. 100 is on the low end, dude. Yeah. And these aren't zero interest loans or anything. These are like predatory loans. It's all backwards, dude. I thought COVID was gonna take colleges out once and for all, but they ended up charging, even if you were going to school online, the same tuition as if you were living there and using the utilities that you were paying for. I thought that was gonna be the one. Like, I was waiting for it to happen and it never did. People get upset about other stuff. Audrey. Almost 5 years. Thank you very, very much. Yeah. No. That's not for us. And it increases 7 to 11% every year. Imagine that. 7 to 11% 5 years ago to now is significantly more. Something's got to give though, dude, because like the amount that school puts you in debt versus the job that you get to pay off said debt is vastly like getting more and more slim. Yeah, but even though it's free university, you guys are paying for it probably in taxes. It's not really free. You're just paying for it somewhere else. The college I used to go to, they just buy up everything. They're just slowly like buying every piece of property that they can acquire with the tuition we give them. Maybe like 5% of it goes towards paying for the teachers and all that, and then the rest of it they're just acquiring land. It's a good business. Already set what? I mean, we're not that high, but like, you could probably just add up a bunch of different taxes to get to that. Already threw up in my mouth a little bit just now, dude. Yeah, you better get some free internet then. Why stop at university and medical? Do you get some free TV, internet? They give you a car? 47. And you have to pay money to like make sure that you're not overpaying. Like it's such a headache every time. Every year around tax season, it's my worst. I hate it so much. I gotta hound people to like be doing their job, and it's like, dang, I gotta double check. Shouldn't be that difficult. It's like they gave you a number, you give them a number, then you go back and forth about like 5 or 6 times, and it's like, okay, we really got to do this every year. That's ridiculous. Hold on one second, guys. This pack has the Gengar, you think? I just had to say bye to the dogs because they're going by Haley's parents for the evening. Well, someone gets a case of Obsidian. Next person who gets that Gengar gets a case of Obsidian. But this is week. It's going to be week 6 or 7. Might be another week. Oh, it exists. It's just hard to pull. Sean, that ain't as hard, but I'd say that's pretty good. Spoon Man. That's what Pokemon should have did when that one guy was trying to copyright Kadabra. They should have just changed his name to Spoon Man. I'm giving you some heat, dude. And it's gradable, obviously. Majority of 151 has been 9 or 10able, which is good, because there's not a lot. I'd imagine that people are probably out at this point if they were opening it only. Maybe. Pokemon just straight up just ignored that evolution for a couple of years. War Turtle? You gotta be sorry. It wasn't his nationality that made him do it. It was just that he's a crappy person trying to like exploit for money. That dude was banking on like $100 million like just free ride, and Pokemon as the multi-billion-dollar corporation just said, "All right, we just won't use Kadabra. We got like 1,000 other Pokemon." And then people got wind of it and just started roasting him online. COVID people had a lot more time on their hands. That dude thought he was like, "This is it. This is going to be my payout." And they were like, "We ain't paying, sir. You're going to be apologizing to us by the end of this." That's a nice Zapdos. Well, yeah, and he copyrighted the name or trademarked it, whatever. That Zapdos is very clean. It's hard to pull even the basic EXs. I heavily advise anyone to grade any hits from this set because you'll thank yourself later. This set is in short supply, and it's hard to get the hits. As if we were ever going to doubt that I wasn't going to pull you the Zard. Favorite card? Don't make me pick, dude. I want all of them. That's number 5. Let's go. Very appropriate song. Venusaur is grass. Squirtle. Solid half feast. Oh, yeah. Liking cards because of what they are instead of their value is way more enjoyable as Pokemon. Chonky Zard, dude, and the Alakazam in one break. That's actually insane. It's hard enough to get an alt. You got two of them. I don't think we've seen one all week. We're officially 100 off of the record. One more and we'll be in single digits or double digits. I mean, you did good in the other one too. This one's just better. You got crazy hits. And Derek just gets trainer and he just popped off. I'm primarily a collector. I don't really play the game. All right, it's looking like breaks 3 and 5 will probably be rolled over to Monday. And you'll be the first breaks opened. All right, let's see who is the winner. Red Baron, congrats on that. Guys, thank you for an amazing week. We still haven't pulled the Alt Gengar. That case is still on the table, and it will continue to be until we pull it. We'll post breaks for Monday. Otherwise, grab spots in 3 and 5, and those will be the first breaks Monday. Thank you guys for an amazing week. You're all beautiful.